Das war's schon. Für den nächsten Tag triggern verrate ich dir nicht, da musst du selber drauf kommen.
Ne, ich würde mal sagen, wir gehen zur Lodge und sagen dem Bescheid.
You have completed your first task.
Bing, 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 richtig.
Scratch the tugger. You may proceed to your second task. You will steal a bolt of fabric from the fireman and bring it to me. The human mind always seeks to categorize phenomena, to pigeonhole, and therefore feel that it exerts control over an unfathomable universe. A feeling, however, is not a fact. Whatever you may think of the order is only speculation, a realization which should give you scant comfort, considering that even memory is illusory, a chemical imprint on meat that, like what it is written, must one day decay. If you're interested in reviving the decaying corpse that is your memory, you'll be back. The only answer for you is here, Stephen. Don't forget that.
What do you people want from me?
More power, Shaver?
Welcome to our order.
The hand that grips the knife of despair. Step
Na dann. Lass uns mal den nächsten Task machen. Hoffentlich machen.
See you later. Damn it, what's so hard about...
Okay.
Du willst mit Johnson sprechen.
Johnson?
Dem Typ mit dem Auto.
Some rotten son of a bitch scratched my car. My tucker, my babies, my poor darling, my sweet cheeks. If I find out who did it, I'll kill him. Just kill him dead. I told that fool sheriff to beef up the patrols, but what does he care about? Nobody cares about a limp dick fat boy. Well, I'll make them care. I'll make them care. Did you hear that Karen disappeared? Just goes to show you what can happen without a man's stewardship in the house. It takes both a man and a woman to raise a child properly. It says so in the Bible. But try to convince Edna of that? Oh no. And now she's lost everything. This might be a good time to drop in. While she's feeling
Was?
vulnerable.
Alter, so ein Vulnerable,
now.
dass sie dich gut findet, wird sie niemals sein.
I can't stop and chat, Steve. With
Karen gone? If I stop, I think I'll lose my mind. I've got to keep busy. Excuse me. I just heard that Mr. Johnson's Tucker was vandalized. You know, though I don't like to think ill of people or take pleasure in the misfortunes of others, I'd like to think it's a comeuppance for all the times that nasty man has bothered me.
So.
Boy, the way you keep pestering me, you'd think you were feeling guilty about it. I understand you witnessed Miss Whaley's dispensing a little discipline at the school, and she thinks you may be feeling a mite bent about it. You need to forget about it, boy. I don't interfere in school discipline. I leave that to the professionals, and so should you. Heck, there isn't a psychiatrist around who'd disagree about what a calming influence a dent in the head can be. You can't argue with science, Steve. It's bigger than all of us. I got a report here that
Jetzt wirst du,
someone
warum alle
put a
Leute in der
gene
Stadt
on
verrückt sind.
Johnson's Tucker.
Die haben wahrscheinlich alle auf die Art und Weise ihre
As
Disziplin
ornery as
bekommen.
Johnson is about that old car, I suppose
Vermutlich.
he had it coming. I imagine it was just some kids pulling a prank. I suppose you've heard the news about Edna's daughter Karen disappearing. I wouldn't think about it too much if I were you. This is a serious crime, and this is no time for civilians to be nosing around playing cops and robbers. Steve, I'd give this advice to my own son, if I had one. Leave this be. This is not the kind of thing you should look into. Sow some wild oats, boy. Kick up your heels. Join the lodge. Join the lodge, Steve. And
Und join the
be caring
lodge,
to the
Steve.
professionals.
Und join the lodge. Ignoriere alle Verbrechen,
Stop
Steve.
on by any-
Geh und join the lodge. Die dich anstiften. Ich hab so ein ganz... Die lebt noch! Was? Was?
Thank God I found you. Are you alright, Karen?
I want to go home. Could you take me to my mommy's store? Or to the policeman?
Can you tell me who did this to you?
Mr. Potsdam told me he'd hurt my mommy if I told.
Won't do anything, I promise. Tell me what happened.
He made me play house. Then he dug a hole. Please, I just want to go home now.
Was stimmt mit den Leuten hier in der Stadt nicht, Mann?
Tell me your address, honey?
I don't know. Just take me to the store or the policeman. Please. Mommy said to go to the policeman if I got lost. And I'm lost. Bye. Bye-bye.
Okay, sie kommt also von allein mit.
Oh my God. Karen! Thank God. What happened?
Found her in the graveyard. She was buried alive. And she claims Mr. Potsdam was responsible.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you from both of us. Here's the reward money. Take it and go. I need to be alone with my baby right now.
Wollen wir nicht nochmal Mr. Potsdam befragen?
Kann man auch machen.
Did you say hello to your father for me? It's very important. Tell him. Tell him that I hope he gets better soon, and don't forget to remind him about his promise regarding the meat. I could use some good news right now. I just got the word. The order turned down my latest application. Looks like we'll be having the wedding at Moynihan's after all.
Gleich hätte ich speichern sollen. Sagen wir mal das erste oder das zweite? Sollten wir ihn wissen lassen, dass wir es wissen?
Ja, das erste.
Yeah, I know what that crazy little bitch said, but it's not true. I was at home that night. Mrs. Potsdam will vouch for me. Isn't that right, Mrs. Potsdam?
That's right, Mr. Potsdam. Hello, Steve. Care to stay for some pot roast?
Forget the pot roast, mother. Pot roast isn't for backstabbers, for persecutors. I won't share my meat with him. My meat! My meat!
Ei.
It's the truth. That's why. And I think you better be going, young man, before I call your mother and tell on you.
Oh, before I call your mother and tell on
Someone
you.
went and scraped up Johnson's car? Can you imagine? He'd step in a bear trap and chew his own leg off rather than suffer a scratched Tucker. Serves the rich bastard right, if you ask me.
Du musst noch mit Stephanie sprechen.
Meinst du, die erzählt uns was Vernünftiges? Ach, das ist das falsche Haus.
Keine Ahnung.
Steve, I'm so glad you came back. What have you been doing?
I visited the lodge, talked to the sergeant-at-arms there. He knows that there's something out of whack here. He told me if I wanted to find out what it is, I should join the lodge. I've decided to join the lodge, Stephanie. I think the answer to all our questions is inside.
That place. It's so sinister. You may be playing right into their hands. Did you think of that? Doesn't it seem like you're being herded toward the lodge?
That's one of the things I hope to find out.
I hope finding out doesn't get you killed. My faux mother keeps me up on the latest gossip. Not like she really wants to talk to me. More like she's feeding me information. For instance, she told me that Mr. Johnson's Tucker was vandalized. That's another weird thing. Every car I've seen drive by is a Tucker. There were only 31 produced. What are the odds of that?
I've always wanted a Tucker. Funny that Harvest would be full of them.
Any idea who scratched the car?
Verraten wir es ihr?
Können wir machen.
Why would you do something like that?
It's part of the lodge initiation.
Ja.
I see.
Look, I don't know what's going on here, but getting into the lodge is the best way to find out.
By committing vandalism? It was a crime, Steve.
Oh.
Don't be so melodramatic about it. I've heard of worse fraternity initiations.
Sorry. When you put it that way, I guess I was overreacting. Is it true? You found Karen?
Yeah, just in time, too. He'd molested her and buried her alive. He couldn't bring himself to kill her outright, so he just decided to stick her in the ground and let fate take its course.
Who? Who would do that to a helpless child?
She says it was Mr. Potsdam, and I believe her.
Die haben ihn ja auch gesehen.
And all this time I've been under the same roof with that thing watching me.
Take it easy, okay?
So, at least they'll be coming to take him away, won't they?
Nicht wirklich.
Come back and visit me soon, okay?
Wahrscheinlich. Du kannst in der Schule den Feueralarm auslösen, um die Feuerwehrleute dahin zu locken.
Ich wollte zwar erstmal versuchen, mit denen drüber zu reden, aber ja.
Und jetzt kannst du dir da bei denen aus der Garage eine Axt und eine Leiter holen.
Ah, alles
Oder
klar.
eine Axt und eine Leiter, oder?
Hab sie? Okay. Aber wir kommen nicht mehr ins Gebäude rein.
Nee, müssen wir auch nicht.
Okay, aber sollten wir nicht irgendwas von denen noch holen?
Ja, später.
Oh, die Leiter, wo brauchten wir denn die?
Erstmal sollten wir jetzt nach Hause gehen. Wir müssen hier immer noch mal mit unserem Vater reden. Oben links.
Oben links?
Ach so, da ist unser Haus.
Ich bin jetzt
du
im
kannst-
Wohnzimmer.
Ja, du bist im Wohnzimmer. Du kannst den Shelf mit der Dolly bewegen.
Das Kabinett?
Ja.
Controls and Alarm System. Turn off the Alarm System. Das ist immer noch zu, okay. Können wir da irgendwie einbrechen? Vielleicht sollte ich erst speichern, bevor ich dumme Sachen mache.
Oh man. Okay.
Bitte was?
Ob du den Alarm abgeschaltet hast?
Yes?
Gut, dann du hast jetzt einen Phillips-Head-Schraubenzieher. Damit kannst du von draußen die Stangen vom Fenster wegschrauben.
Nein. Ähm. Ähm. Was? Möchte ich hier sein?
Steve, is that you? Come to see your poor old dad?
Are you my father? Really?
Was zur Hölle?
Please. I'm not in the mood for jokes.
I'm serious. Why won't anyone believe me?
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve. Just don't make me laugh now. Remember the stitches.
My God. What has she done to you?
She doesn't know you're here, does she? Does she?
No, I had to break in. What the hell is going on in here?
I know it's a mystery to you. The sacred things that husbands and wives do behind closed doors. Maybe we should have that special father-son talk. Especially now that you're getting married. But you need to be forewarned. You need to know what to look out for. The hobby horse and the jello.
That's all right. Don't get worked up. You need your rest.
Yes, rest. But why did you come? You must have had a reason for risking it.
I need some meat, and Pat won't give me any without your signed permission.
Good old dependable Pat. Here, son. Here's my signature. Take it to him, and you won't have any problem. Now go, son. Go quickly, before she comes back.
Ja, ich glaube, wir brauchen daraus nicht, oder? Ich hoffe es zumindest.
Ich will auch nichts von hier.
Ich nämlich auch nicht. Ich auch nicht. Das kannst du aber sowas von glauben. Also dafür, dass es ein Horrorgame ist es erstaunlich wenig gruselig und hauptsächlich nur so pseudo-eklig. Was haben wir denn noch?
So, your father okayed the meat, huh? How's he doing? Good, good. Glad to hear it. Here's your meat, son. You run along now. A new shipment of animals has come in, and it's time to start cutting.
Was machen wir mit dem Fleisch? Ja, ist mir doch egal. Ah, jetzt ist es abends.
Und nun können wir zur Feuerstation.
Ach, das blöde Fleisch geben wir dem Hund, hä?
Besser ist.
Jeez.
Just standing here, waiting to be drawn.
You just hang out here. All the time?
I'm not a person, Steve. I'm an object. You'd do well to remember that. A person is his job. Someday you'll understand that. And if you don't, it won't matter, because you'll be dead.
Dead?
Have you gotten your lodge application in yet? In that case,
I have nothing more to say to you. Except... Still...
Yes.
Good.
So, was wollten wir jetzt genau mitnehmen?
Die Closes. Also erstmal müssen wir das Licht einschalten. Und dann sollen wir mit der Leiter...
Oh.
Mit der...
All right.
Hab's.
Leiter im linken Lampenglas benutzen, dann kriegen wir die Close.
Ja, ich hab's. Meine Güte, da leckt es aber zurzeit schlimm, ha?
Ja, ich...
What do you people want from me?
More power shaver?
Welcome to our order. The hand that
I
grips
want
my fist. Step.
Zeitung geben?
Well, that didn't work.
Hey, Steve, you've been doing a swell job putting the paper out in the morning. You just keep doing that and we won't have any problems. That's not much to ask, is it?
So.
Wir wollen erstmal zum Laden gehen.
Ich dachte, wir geben das hier erstmal ab.
Nein, das machen wir als letztes.
Was? Ja, hier oben war das ja.
Hello, Steve. Care to buy anything today?
Kaufen wir uns
Just point to whatever
die
you want.
Wrench und das Duct
Steve,
Tape.
you live close to Mr. Johnson. How is he taking it? Such wanton vandalism. It just breaks my heart. I'll have to send him a nice fruit basket. Though if he wants some new paint and sealant, it'll cost him. Naughty fellas like Deputy Loomis aside, I think every man should cultivate an interest in girly magazines. If it'll keep them out of the field of interior design. Those firemen, Betsy, you should hear them carrying on, accusing each other of being thieves. A bolt of cloth disappears. You'd think it was the end of the world.
Okay, das war scheinbar alles.
Und nun geht's zur Potsdam Residence.
Okay, was wollen wir hier? Nochmal mit Dingens reden.
Nochmal mit dem alten Sack reden.
Okay.
Did you say hello to your father for me?
Lügen wir?
Ja, haben wir gemacht.
Thank God for that, at least.
Those silly willies down at the fire station are just incensed about losing some decorating stuff. Some people. Yeah. Maybe they should be more concerned with fire and less with flame.
If you know what I mean.
Hello, dear.
Und jetzt geht es
And to see
Stephanie.
Stephanie have you.
So.
She's upstairs. Go right.
Okay, also die hat überhaupt nichts zu erzählen.
Give my regards to your parents.
Wenn sie uns etwas anbietet, nehmen wir das Angebot an.
Steve, it's so good to see you again. I get so lonely in here.
I'm sorry. Want to hear what's happening out in the real world?
No. I'd rather forget about Harvest for a while. Come here.
Stephanie?
I feel so close to you, Steve. Like we're the only two people in Harvest. The only two real people. Do you know what I mean?
Du hast gesagt, yes, oder die shut up here too long, Stephanie?
Yes.
I need to feel something
Yes,
again.
yes.
This sense I have that I've known you. It's my only link to my past.
Yeah.
Maybe it's different than memory. Maybe we don't remember each other so much as we recall the feelings deep inside. Strong feelings.
Maybe the body has its own memory.
Let's find out. I want you. Make love to me.
Danke dafür, dass ihr das Shot gecuttet habt. Das wollte man jetzt nicht sehen.
I want you to.
Now.
Ich überspringe meine.
Nein,
Nein!
nein. Ich möchte sehen, was das für abgefuckten Shit gibt.
Ja, ist klar, dass wir immer noch auf Twitch sind.
Ja, komm. Da wird schon nichts Großartiges passieren.
Stimmt, es ist ein Spiel aus den 90er mit schlechtem Gore. Ja.
If it isn't my
Wir
favorite
können noch mal
son-in-law,
wieder zu ihr reingehen.
what brings you here again?
Und wir mit ihr
I'm
über
glad
die
to see
Feuerwehr
you.
reden.
I feel so alone, cooped up in here. You know the firemen? Someone stole some fabric from them, and they're up in arms about it. Why would firemen spend their time decorating? Only in Harvest. come back and visit me soon, okay?
Okay. Ich habe das Gefühl, dass wir Entscheidungen treffen und die uns auf bestimmte Enden hinzusteuern. So.
Jetzt darfst du abgeben gehen.
Okay, Captain. Was auch immer das...
Exquisite claw. Its loss should trigger quite a bit of dissension amongst our gallant firefighters. Still, that is not your concern. Your next assignment is to break into the tonsorial establishment of Mr. Pastorelli and abscond with his prized barber's pole. Lack of respect for authority, a fine trait for
Eins.
Yes, I approve, Stephen. I hope you succeed in your task. Break into the shop, steal the barber's pole, and bring it back to me. At that point, I shall give you your final task.
Final Task. Klingt, als würden wir uns dem Ende nähern.
Ja.
Na, diesmal ist es schnell dunkel geworden. Ach, deswegen wolltest du, dass ich erst zu den Dings gehe, bevor ich das abgebe.
Genau. Jetzt wollen wir zum Barbershop.
Der Barbershop.
Der ist, glaube ich, oben in der Ecke, oder?
Ja, ich habe ihn schon. Jetzt ist die Frage, wie wir reinkommen. Ach so, sagte der Handwerker nicht, dass die Alarmanlage nicht geht?
Ja.
Okay.
Duct Tape mit der Tür.
Ach. Du Scheiße. Straight Slot Screws. Alter, das Schaf da im Hintergrund, ey.
Doch, dafür haben wir den passenden Schraubenzieher.
Ja, das war wohl nichts.
This is your first arrest, Steve. You just remember, we've got a 3 strikes, you're out rule here in Harvest. But you keep your nose clean. You hear?
Was? Was ist passiert? Mein Gott.
Jetzt die Lampe. Interessant.
Yeah.
Ja, wir hätten erst den Strom abschalten müssen, verdammt. Naja.
Ach komm, dafür war die Cutscene awesome.
Mhm.
What do you people want from me?
More power shaver?
Welcome to our order, brother.
The hand that grips my staff. Step.
Ja, lass uns doch nochmal wieder mit Mama über den Bake Sale sprechen.
Control F4.